Hi, welcome back. So during the break, I wrote down something else. Yeah, how about primes surrounded by composites? Okay. Yeah, it works the same way. All right. So it's kind of symmetric that way. Okay. Yeah, primes surrounded by two adjacent odd composites. It works exactly the same way. It's symmetric. Okay. Okay. So yeah, there's no need to write this down. We continue this tomorrow. Okay. We put this whiteboard behind us. All right. Okay. We'll talk about something else. I'm cooking my dinner in the microwave. What's in the menu? Yeah, frozen chicken breast from Walmart with pre-peeled, pre-washed garlics, the garlic nuggets, whatever you call it, and some chopped green bell peppers with water. Right, so that's what's cooking in the microwave back there. So, because they are all frozen, I freeze them all. Okay, so it'll take about 20 minutes to cook. Okay? Now, what do we talk about? Yeah, cigarette, alcohol, they are the best, safest, healthiest medicine out there. Okay? What does cigarette do? Okay, it relieves mental pain. Alright? What does alcohol do? It relieves physical pain. So metaphysics versus physics. Smoke cigarette upstairs, you drink alcohol downstairs, right? So metaphysics and physics, okay? So they are the best pain relievers, analgesia, known to human. All right? Okay. All these scientists, they come up with medicines, right? But they all came from plants. I mean, tobacco and alcohol, they come from plants as well. All these medicines, yeah, they come from plants, and they have side effects. But tobacco and alcohol, uh, withstood past the test of time and space, cross cultural, okay, for a long time. Also caffeine too, okay. But I don't do caffeine unless I'm drinking some Diet Coke, Diet Pepsi, okay. I used to drink a lot of espresso and coffee. I used to, okay. They are quite safe too, okay. Whatever. But I don't do that on a regular basis. Alright. Yeah. So that's that. Uh, so it took me 4 decades to learn this skill, and you can learn it from me in a matter of 5 minutes. Okay. How to talk in a respectful manner. If you learn that skill, communication skill, how to talk in a respectful, kind of circumlocutory, roundabout, indirect manner, then you can express whatever idea that you may have without offending anybody. It took me a long time to learn this. Okay. No matter how controversial your idea is, you can express it without offending anybody. You can even entertain them. All right. By infusing with some kind of sense of humor, right? So, okay. For example, abortion, right? We all agree whether you're conservative or liberal, all right? We agree we want to save people's lives and we want to relieve pain and suffering, right? But there will be ladies who do not want the children, fetuses, that they are impregnated with. Okay, so yeah, there will be abortion, legal or illegal. Okay, so you're left with these aborted fetuses, right? I mean, we don't want to dump them into dumpsters. That's horrible, right? Yeah, I've seen those videos. Okay, but what if we use these aborted fetuses in order to save human lives, to relieve pain and suffering? Yeah, stem cell research or organ, tissue donation, whatever, okay? Yeah, to save lives, relieve pain and sufferings. Yeah, stem cell research, whatever biological research, organ regeneration, okay? Yeah, aborted fetuses, yeah. I mean, if you don't like the idea of selling them, yeah, then donate them, okay, to biological research labs, okay? If you do not like this idea of exporting aborted fetuses to foreign countries, then just in America or whatever your own country is, okay? Yeah, biological research lab, okay? Because there's supply and there's demand, let's match them up, no problem, all right? To save human lives, to relieve pains and sufferings, okay? Because whether abortion is legal or illegal, it will be done. Why? Because mistakes happens. Parents, they cannot afford to have these babies. So whether abortion is legal or illegal, it will happen. Okay. That's reality. Okay. You have to be realistic. All right. So yeah, there will be abortion whether it's illegal or illegal. All right. People will do it safely if it is legal, unsafely if it is illegal. Abortion will happen. Okay? So there's supply of these aborted fetuses. And there are demands in scientific community about stem cell. Yeah, human embryo and okay. So let's match up demand and supply in order to save people's lives. You have to be realistic. You know, in Korea, there's this proverb maxim, okay? You have to be cold in your head and warm in your heart, right? You have to, you should be able to do both. Rational, cold heart, cold brain, logical, reasonable, rational thinking, and warm heart, okay? There are these ladies who don't want this baby, okay? Because mistakes happens. Contraceptives, they don't always work. Alright. So this supply of this aborted fetuses, whether it's illegal or not, okay. I don't like these Republican politicians in Texas or Arkansas who take advantage of this coronavirus situation in order to illegalize abortion in their states. That's so horrible. These politicians, Republican, conservative, Christian politicians, taking advantage of this coronavirus situation in order to advance their political agenda. That is so objectionable. That's just oh boy. Okay, now uh, when it comes to ultra interracialism, okay, yeah, President Barack Obama, his father was African. I'm not sure if he was American citizen or not, but he's African American or African foreigner. And he married this Caucasian American lady, and their son, President Barack Obama, right? And this Miss Florence Price, her father was a dentist, African American dentist. Her mother was Caucasian American school teacher, female, right? Yeah, I mean, both of them, Miss Florence Price and Mr. President Barack Obama, yeah, they became very big figures. So, was it a mistake for those ethnic non-white gentlemen to marry Caucasian ladies? Was it a mistake? Ah, well, whether it's mistake or not, it happened, right? And their children became to be very prominent people. Okay, maybe just like Bible says. Okay, maybe yeah, God turned a curse into blessings because uh, King David in Israel, he's brown guy, right? Uh, yeah, King David, Middle Eastern Jewish, he made a mistake. Okay, stealing a wife of his loyal general. I don't remember his name, but his wife was Miss Bathsheba. Okay, so Mr. King David, okay, he committed murder, theft, adultery, big three crimes. He did it all. King David, okay. But eventually, Bathsheba, Miss Bathsheba, and Mr. King David, they married and they gave birth to this child, and that's King Solomon. All right, God turning mistakes into a blessing, turning curse into blessing. Okay, so mistakes are mistakes. Make no mistake. Mistakes are mistakes. All right. But God is capable of turning this curse into blessing, mistakes into blessings, mistakes into success. Okay, so yeah, so that's that. What else? So ultra internationalism is this. Okay, it has nothing to. Yeah, it has something to do with race, but in general, uh, we recommend that if you're gonna have babies, if you can have babies, we do recommend same race, opposite gender marriage, right? If you can and want to have babies, okay? Because we want diversity of races, right? Mixed races, yeah, they're beautiful, mysterious, exotic. I get it, okay? Yeah, I know, and they're very smart too, okay? Uh, but yeah, there could be some exceptions, but in general, we do recommend same race, opposite gender marriage if they're gonna have children. Okay, why? Because we want to preserve and protect the diversity of human race. Blacks, whites, browns. We want all of them. We don't want just browns. Brown people they're beautiful. Mixed race, beautiful, okay? But we want there to be blacks and whites. Yes, for diversity's sake. Conservation, preservation of diversity. So anti-ultra internationalism in humanology is not a conservative agenda. It's also very liberal agenda. It's about diversity, conservation, preservation of endangered species. Okay, so it's both liberal and conservative. Okay, so, all right. What else? We'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, because I gotta keep cooking my dinner. All right, so we'll take 5 minutes. And we're gonna deal with all these controversial topics, and I will teach you how to say it nicely. Okay? Without offending anybody. Okay? Alright. It took me a long time to learn this skill, communication skill, to express this controversial idea in a non-offensive way. It took me a long time to learn this, okay? So now I'm sharing that with you, okay? So, okay? We'll take 5 minutes break. All right. Okay, we are back. Let's stop talking, okay, about controversial topics. We cover enough of that. I showed you good enough examples to express your opinion without offending anybody, right? So, enough with that, alright? Tomorrow, yeah, we'll continue with that. Two discoveries about primes and composites, okay? Yeah. We got enough of that, okay? So we make some connections between the two discoveries. First discovery is that in the epsilon minus p triangle, alright, the grouping of composites, okay, composite gaps, they have each group of summation of composite gaps, they have to add up to one prime gap. Alright? Next, we found some numerical connection between prime numbers and composite numbers. Okay? And next, what we need to do tomorrow is make connection between prime gaps and composite gaps. Okay, so what we the second discovery related to primes and composites, not gaps yet. All right, the interrelationship between prime gap and composite gap, we have to do it tomorrow. Okay, why? I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay, you know, spring has come to Alaska. All the snow melted largely. So all these bugs, insects, like even mosquitoes. I think I saw one mosquito tonight. Okay, and many spiders so far. Okay, spiders they're not too bad, but mosquitoes they really bugs me. Okay, I don't like mosquitoes. Okay, I don't like mosquitoes. They survived of this freaking winter. Okay, mosquitoes. They survived the winter. Okay. Oh my goodness, Alaskan winter. Can you believe that? Oh, we have this big kind of mosquito in Alaska too. Okay, they are harmless, but they just don't look that good. They look like demons. Okay, the fiend. Okay. What else do we talk about? Nothing really. All right. What time is it? Like 10 o'clock? Yeah, past 10. Let's talk about white supremacism. How about that? White supremacism. Oh, racism in America. I'm gonna make a joke, right? Acting alert. Thespian alert is fiction, alright? There's no such a thing as racism in America. There's no such a thing as white supremacism in America, alright? No, they don't exist, alright? What exists is advocacy for Caucasian race. We have in America advocacy for Native people, advocacy for Asians, advocacy for Hispanics, advocacy for African Americans, advocacy for Jews, advocacy for Arabs. But when it comes to advocacy for Caucasians, people start to be very discriminatory and I don't think that's fair, right? And all these Caucasians, they're just trying to protect and preserve their own people's own races, rights, and their identity, their identity, huh? So it's not that conservative sentiment. It's very liberal too. It's about diversity. It's about identity. It's about conservation, preservation of this endangered species of Caucasian race, right? Okay. Have I had some racist treatment by Caucasians? Yes. Have I had any racist treatment in America by other races? Of course I have. Yeah, by Hispanics, African Americans, by Hispanics, even by Asians. Yeah, I got some racist treatments before. Because I have lived in America for more than 2 decades. More than half of my life I spent in America. I met all different peoples. I've been to all different places in America. Okay. So yeah, I have very different experiences, diverse experiences. Okay. I also have been loved by people in America, by all different races, mixed races, browns, blacks, whites. Okay, yeah, they all loved me 99% of the time. Very protective of me, right? When I went to this dance club in Detroit, Michigan, when I was in law school, okay, yeah, I've been to many clubs in Michigan, Ann Arbor, Detroit, other places. I even went to Ohio, Indiana, okay, because I was a clubber when I was in law school. Okay, so my law school grade wasn't that good. Barely over 3.0. Like 3.0123, something like that, okay? So, yeah, but my kind and generous professors, law school administrators, and other school officials, they were kind and generous to me so that I graduate. I did study, especially business related laws. I took secure transaction, yeah, contract law, investor protection, financial regulation, economics for lawyers, accounting for lawyers, finance for lawyers, business income tax, partnership income tax, okay, and yeah, business law. I took 10 law school classes that has to do with business, economics, finance, accounting. Okay. One more class. It was about something like contract law writing, legal writing that has to do with this business transaction. Okay, so 11 classes. All right. Yeah, I did study uh, quite hard. I mean, yeah, I was also into learning about this Motown, Detroit Motown. Okay, it's like an hour from Ann Arbor, Michigan. I lived kind of halfway in between, in a town called Ypsilanti, Michigan. Okay, yeah, it was back in the days. Ypsilanti, Michigan used to be predominantly Caucasian neighborhood, but later on, when this Motown, Motor City, this Henry Ford, General Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, whatever. Okay, Pontiac. Yeah, Michigan is the motor town, automobiles. So African Americans from the South, southern states, they came to Michigan in order to get this automobile manufacturing jobs, in order to get jobs in Michigan. They did not come to Michigan to in order to depend on governmental social security. No, they came to Michigan to work. Okay? To feed their children, wife and kids, to work, to make money in this automobile manufacturing factories in Michigan from southern states like Alabama, Missouri. Okay, so African Americans they came to Michigan. Okay, and some of them are more artistic, right? So they started playing music. Okay, starting to dance, starting to sing. That's Motown. Okay, I've been to the museum, Motown Museum. Okay, it's in Detroit. Very small house, right? Interesting museum, right? It looked like a house. It looks like a house. I've been to the museum, Motown Museum. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Michael Jackson was there. Mr. Beatles, what's his name? Paul McCartney was there. Okay, they left some. They made some donation. Mr. Michael Jackson, his glove, and Mr. Paul McCartney, his piano. Okay, yeah, they made some donation there. I've been to that museum. Okay, yeah, it was cool. And I've been to this all African American dance club in Detroit, Michigan, and they let me in. Okay, many nights I was the only human being in those clubs who are not African American. Okay, so I was the only one who are not known African American. But they let me in and they were very nice to me. They're very protective of me. Okay. And I also been to African American History Museum in Detroit, Michigan. And I thank them, the curators. Hey, African Americans, you're fantastic. Civil rights movement. I'm a beneficiary of that. I'm not African American, I'm Asian American. But thanks to African American civil rights activists, I'm benefiting from that. Their endeavor, their labor, their efforts, their activism. Yeah, so thank you. And they liked what I said because they can tell I was sincere, and I was. Okay? Yeah. So African Americans, they're fantastic, okay? But when it comes to this N word, in Alaska, up north, we have N war. It's like N war. It's like wild, northern wilderness, natural wilderness, Arctic reservation, something like that. Okay, whatever. But N word, I mean, so African Americans, they are free to use this N word. Do you want me to spell it for you? I don't think that's necessary, right? But the rest of us, all other races, we are not allowed to use this N word. So is it about control, power, hegemony, dictatorship, or rule, control, power, dictatorship? Because the rest of us, non African Americans, we are forbidden from uttering this N word when African Americans are free to use this N word. What's that about? That's inequality, right? It's counter to liberalism. Just because you are African American, you are free to use this N word, that's privilege. But the rest of us, non African Americans, we're kind of low class, so we don't have that right to use this N word when African Americans, they have privilege, they have rights that the rest of us don't have. High class, low class, African Americans, and the rest of us. They are free to use this N word. They don't have to use it, but they may. The rest of us, we may not use that N word. What's that about? Isn't it like class distinction, social echelon, these elites, ethnic elites, and the rest of us, low down, we don't have freedom. Upper class, they have freedom to use N words, N word. Low class, the rest of us, many of us, non elites, non ethnic elites, we are not, we don't have that right, we don't have that freedom to use N word. That's not quite liberalism, that's more like hierarchical, this discriminatory, this privileged class and unprivileged, this low class and high class African Americans and the rest of us. There's some self contradiction there. Okay. Just some cultural commentary. I love African Americans, of course I do. Some of some of my best friends are African Americans, okay? Oh, they are beautiful. Some of the most beautiful ladies I have ever seen in my 4 decades of life, they're African Americans. I've seen them in Los Angeles, California, Detroit, Michigan, and also in Alaska too. Okay, there, yeah, I know they can be very beautiful, and they are very beautiful African American ladies. I know because I've seen them. I've talked to them too. Okay, I've talked to them as well. Oh yeah, they're fantastic. Okay, they're very beautiful ladies, very stylish, very attractive. Okay, yeah, and aged, mature African American ladies, very wise, sagacious, and very gracious, right? Because I've talked to many of them, okay? And they're very beautiful too, okay? Yeah, like grandmotherly, right? Oh, they're amazing, okay? So they were so kind and generous to me, to talk to me. When I was in Ypsilanti, Michigan, I got an apartment there, okay? Yeah, I mean, some guys, African Americans, they called, yelled out, hollered out at me so that I can hear it. Oh, small male reproductive organ. That word start with D, right? Small male male reproductive organ. They were start with D. Okay, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm in law school. I'm busy. I just passed them by. Okay, yeah. King Solomon in Book of Proverbs says, do you see some these people who wanna mess with you? You just pass them by. Okay, why? Why? I mean, even Saint Paul, he said, "Watch out for the dogs who bark at you." All right. Yeah, I mean, it's not any single race. When I was in Korea, some South Koreans who barked at me, I was like, yeah, I just passed them by. Okay, it's like paying taxes, right? When I was in Europe, some Caucasian Europeans, they would bark at me, right? Yeah, well, I just tolerate you. Tolerance, liberalism, classical liberalism. I learned from my friends. Okay, it's very good. Okay, tolerance, diversity, liberty, open-mindedness, opening up your possibilities, diversity, tolerance, open-mindedness. That's classical liberalism. I learned from my friends. Okay, yeah, that's really cool, good stuff. Conservatism is good too. Okay, good old-fashioned values, rules. Okay, and they have their own version of their own definition of freedom and liberty, right? Small government, whatever. Yeah, conservatism, liberalism, they're all cool. Okay, so because we are all Americans. I mean, if you happen to be an American like I am, okay, we are all cosmopolitans, world citizens. It's about diversity. We should learn from each other. Okay, we complement each other. We are all, we are only humans. Okay, yeah, we have goods and bads. We should be willing to learn from each other and also teach each other. Right? Yeah. Okay. Nobody's perfect. Right? We should continue to learn, grow. I learned this, I mean, way before, but kind of it refreshed these teaching lessons. I took some online seminar offered to me for free. Okay. Yeah, continuing education. All right. Yeah. I'm quoting from some of the seminar, online seminar that I took part in recently. Okay. So continuing education. Okay. Yeah, we should always learn, no matter what age group you belong to. Right? We should continue to learn, grow, mature. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's snap out of this cultural, political, humanological discussion. Okay, let's snap out of this humanological stuff. Let's talk about mathematics. All right. So we found two things tonight. All right. This one prime gap, one-to-one correspondence with this summation of composite gaps. Okay, this discovery number one. Discovery number two. Uh, 2A and 2B. Okay, 2A discovery 2A. Uh, yeah, you have two adjacent primes. In between, you have composite. Okay. Discovery 2B. You have two adjacent odd composites. In between, you have primes. Okay, and they are just plus two, plus two, plus two. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow we go to the next step. We'll try to come up with a formula that connects prime gaps and composite gaps. We haven't done that yet. So that's tomorrow's task. Let me write it down. Okay, so tomorrow's agenda. I'm a former computer programmer. I know how to program. Sometimes we do it in a pseudocode. But I've been there, done that for too long. Okay, so I resort to this old school pencil and paper. Okay, so tomorrow's agenda, uh, prime gap. So this should be this function, prime gap, not function, equation, okay, or formula. Prime gap and composite gap. What's their interrelationship? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that tomorrow. Because uh, that'll be our next step. We couldn't quite get there tonight, alright? I had a long day, alright? Yeah, it was good. Yeah, I got a lot of job done. Yeah. What is a job? It's about serving people. Are you a boss? Yeah, you serve your clients, right? It's very circular. Circle. Yeah, Buddhist favorite geometric object is a circle. Okay. Greeks, their favorite object is triangle. Okay. But Buddhists, yeah, like you have this reincarnation, this circle, right? Yeah, Buddhists, Asian Buddhists, Indian, Chinese. Yeah, their favorite geometric object is circle. Okay, reincarnation, whatever, right? Day and night, right? Pain and pleasure, cycle, right? Like in economics, boom and bust, sinus, sine curve, right? But in Greek philosophy, their favorite object is triangle, stability. Yeah, food chain, ecological, food triangle, right? Yeah, Greeks like Father, Son, Holy Spirit, triangle, Trinity, right? Yeah. And of course, in Christianity, their favorite symbol is cross. Okay. Yeah. Like Mr. Jesus Christ, Son of God, in Christianity, open handed. Yeah, take it from me. I give it all. I'm open handed. Oh, yeah. Open mindedness, open handedness, cross. Jesus Christ, right? I'm not Son of God. I'm not Jesus. No. I'm not even Jewish. Okay, I'm Asian. Okay. But I admire, personally, I admire Mr. Jesus. Yeah, I do. Okay. He lived like 33 years on earth, right? He suffered for only one day. The day he got crucified, 3 days later, he got resurrected. Okay. I do believe in that, but he suffered only for one day, the day of his crucifixion. We, we are not sons and daughters of God, okay? We are not sons and daughters of God, okay? We are not Jesuses or Jesus in us, female Jesus, okay? Has anybody thought about female Jesus? I don't know, okay? We are not Jesuses, we are not Jesus in us, okay? Because we are not sons or daughters of God, perhaps we suffer more because we suffer every day. Unlike Mr. Jesus, who suffered only one day of crucifixion, okay? And most of us, we get to live longer than 33 years. When, how old was he, Mr. Jesus, when he got crucified and left this planet Earth and flew away to his Father's kingdom in heaven or some higher dimension universe? He was in his early 30s, right? But most of us, we are stuck. We are stuck here on Earth, planet Earth, okay? We live longer than Mr. Jesus did. And we suffer every single day. Not just one day in life like Mr. Jesus did. And we Christians, we still, in kind of very absurd way, like the theater of absurd in this European, you have this waiting for Godot, okay, what Mr. Samuel Beckham's whatever, okay, I don't remember his name, okay, whatever, right? Yeah, theater of absurd or existentialism. You have Albert Camus, you have Jean Paul Sartre, right? All these people, right? Monsieur Albert Camus, he accepted Nobel Prize. Monsieur Jean Paul Sartre, he refused Nobel Prize in literature. Okay. Yeah. What he said kind of rang true to me when I was in Korean high school. He refused to subject his creative spirit under institutionalism. That's why he refused Nobel Prize in literature. And I really like that independent spirit. So he was my boyhood hero. Yeah. So later on, I got the top score in Korean, Seoulian public high school, quasi public. Okay, so and I refused to get receive this award. Okay, yeah, yeah. I told my parents if one day if I ever get Nobel Prize in literature or in physics, whatever, economics, I will refuse it. Okay, and my parents made a joke. Okay, I'll tell you about it after 5 minutes break. Okay, so my mom, my dad, they have fantastic sense of humor. Okay, I'll tell you about it. Okay, so give me 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay, so all right. Okay, we're back. So the jokes my Korean parents told me is that so I told them I don't like this all these awards, okay? I don't want yeah, Mr. Well, Monsieur, because I knew some friends back then. I still do, just some. Yeah, ça va bien. Okay, like what's good morning? What's good in French? Uh, how do you say good morning in French? Bonjour, good day, right? Bonsoir, yeah, good evening. Something like that, right? Bonjour, bonsoir, bon après, good afternoon. Yeah, ça va bien, okay, yeah. Je m'appelle Lee, okay. Yeah, I know some French, still, okay. Yeah, I took some French when I was in high school and also when I was in undergrad, alright, in Madison, Wisconsin, okay. So, yeah, I took something like 2 semesters of French class in Madison, Wisconsin. 1 semester in Korean high school. Okay. Yeah, I've been to France a couple of times. Okay, they were so kind and generous to understand my French, Francais. All right. I also been to Italy and Spain, España. All right. They were so kind and generous to understand my Spanish, my Italian. Okay. So I've been to Portugal as well. Portuguese, I didn't know very much Portuguese. Not by now, I know some. Okay, it's like but not much. Okay, Portuguese words. It's been a while. Okay, so Portuguese. Yeah, São Paulo. Okay. Yeah, this bossa nova, new wave, Lassa, Perfumi, Miss Ritali. Right. Yeah. Okay. Who was that joke my Korean parents made when I said, "Hey, even if I get awarded with Nobel Prize, I'm not gonna accept it. I don't want to institutionalize, confine my free spirit to this institutional Nobel Prize." That's what I learned from this French, France, Francais philosopher, existentialism, Monsieur Jean-Paul Sartre. And my parents, they told me, hey, step back, okay? Step back a little, okay? What we are asking is, yeah, if they award you with Nobel Prize, you see like Sweden, I guess, I don't know, Norway, Finland, I don't know. Yeah, just go there, take the prize, okay, and give it to us, okay? Don't refuse it. Just take the prize, Nobel Prize, and give it to us, your parents, okay? We had some good laugh, okay, so. Yeah, do not refuse that prize. Take it and give it to us. Okay, you don't have to take the money. Okay, give the money to us. Okay, so that's what my parents told me. Okay, so yeah, we had a very good laugh. Okay, yeah, yeah. Would I do it? Yeah, sure. If Nobel Prize committee award me with some Nobel Prize money, yeah, I go there, take it, and give it to my parents. Okay, no problem. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Where I use Skype or Zoom, but I prefer Skype. Okay, because I'm old school. Alright, whatever. Okay, we'll continue with this mathematics tomorrow, not tonight. Okay, I'm sleepy. Okay, my dinner is ready. Okay, Alright, thank you. Good night. Okay, be safe, be good. God bless you. Thank you.